welcome to Lynn's Recipes. Today I'm making a breakfast casserole. This is a casserole that I make every Christmas for brunch, but it's also really good if you have guests, overnight guests, that you can make it the day before and then pull it out and cook it in the morning. To make this recipe, these are the ingredients that you're going to need. You'll need white bread, and you'll need 6 pieces of it, and I just buy inexpensive white bread at the grocery store. You'll need a pound of sausage, and this is hot sausage, but you can use whatever your preference is. You'll need 8 eggs, 2 cups of milk, a cup of shredded cheddar cheese, and a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper. You'll also need a casserole dish, a 9x13 casserole dish that has been sprayed with cooking spray. So the first thing I'm going to do is cube my bread and place it in the bottom of my casserole dish. So the way I do this is I just take a bread knife and I cut strips in my bread, and then I just flip it around and do strips the other way, and then it'll make little squares or cubes. This is kind of like a strata, if you're familiar with what that is. Okay, so then I just scatter them in the bottom of my casserole dish. And now we'll move on to the second step, which is browning our sausage, and we'll go over to the stove to do that. Okay, so I'm going to start breaking up my sausage in the skillet now and get it all browned. I was making this a few weeks ago for a brunch, and I posted on my Facebook page, or I asked people if they would like to see this recipe, and I got a response that yes, they would. Somebody asked me about making it lower fat, and I've never made it any other way, but I think you probably could use turkey sausage and egg beaters, skim milk, and probably no fat cheddar cheese, and it would be fine. So we're just going to make it the way I normally make it today, though. So my sausage is browned up, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drain the grease off of it. Our next step is to mix all of our ingredients together and pour it over the bread. I'm going to start with the eggs, so I'm going to crack them in the bowl. Okay, so now I'm just going to whisk these together. I'm going to add my milk and continue to whisk. Okay, we're going to add our 1 cup of cheese. And here's my teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper. I'm just going to whisk that real quick together. And then I'm going to add my sausage that we browned. I'm just going to mix. Get all the sausage out of my whisk. And now we just pour this mixture over our bread. The bread's going to soak up all the egg mixture. Just going to kind of spread the topping out and make sure the bread's all moist. So now the next step is to cover this and refrigerate it for 12 hours. Or you can do it overnight and then just pull it out in the morning and bake it. So our breakfast casserole has been in the refrigerator, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a 350 degree preheated oven for 40 minutes. Our breakfast casserole is done, and this is what it looks like right out of the oven. And so now I'll serve some and show you what it looks like on a plate. It's all puffed up from the eggs. It's going to be really good. So there we have our breakfast casserole. I hope you enjoy it.